Hey, what's up, guys? It's your girl, Becky G. I am here hanging out. Can't wait to speak with you guys. I know some beasters sent in some questions already. Feel free to send in your questions now because we are live. This is really me. Live right now. We're going to hang out. I'm going to get a little comfy here. You know, this is not like your typical Facebook Live when I'm hanging out in my office or in my room. I got a bit more of a professional setup today, but we're going to keep it real. We're going to get started. I actually have this beautiful little thing here that I'm going to be reading some questions off of. So here we go. Let's get this started. Coming in with the fire already. Says, when is your next single coming out? Ben Tishker, when is my next single coming out? So this is pretty tricky, and I say it because I feel like there's so many strong songs. It's like a good problem to have. And now that I'm working on English music again, I have an English single that will be coming out and then a Spanish single that will be coming out. And it gets a little tricky when you're dabbling into both worlds, but it's also very exciting. Like I said, it's a good problem. But I will say, hopefully within like the next month or so, you'll have more new Becky G music. And I'm also doing a lot of features right now with a lot of artists that I'm a huge fan of. A song that I just did with Sean Paul and David Guetta is out. It's called Mad Love, if you guys want to check it out. Mad Love, man. Yeah. Sean Paul. Yeah, Sean Paul. He's a legend. Okay. How do you feel about hitting 1 billion views on Mayota's music video? That's how I feel, speechless. No, it's really hard to like find like words to really explain like the emotions. I feel like it's like been a long time coming, but then there's this like unique feeling of like it's just the beginning, like we're just getting started. So there's like two sides that are like kind of coming together. It's like a very magical moment in my career that's very inspiring, and to know that my video's been watched over 1 billion times now is just like it's mind-blowing. So I feel very incredible and actually very thankful too to all the fans, because they the day ones especially, they know how long we've been going for, so I'm very grateful. How did you react when you found out? I was actually I was with my boyfriend and we were just hanging out, and Daniel, the director, who's like one of my dearest friends, sent me the text, and he was like, congratulations, we reached 1 billion views. And I just like lost it. We had been waiting, what date, let's bet, what date is it gonna hit 1 billion views? And nobody knew, and we were trying to calculate, okay, we're getting X amount of views every day, and okay, that means it'll land on this day. And everybody's like, no, I think it'll be sooner. And it just happened. And I think you can prepare for stuff like that, but you're never ready. Like the excitement never goes away. Like it's just super surprising and exciting. So next question is, can we expect more Spanish music or more English music from you? I think in the past year, it's definitely been focused on my Spanish music. Shout out to todos mis fans que están aquí con nosotros, que hablan puro español. Voy a tratar de hablar inglés y en español para ustedes. El año pasado trabajamos mucho en mi música en español. Fue algo muy especial para mí enfocarme en ese tipo de música, simplemente porque todos saben que mi español no es perfecto. Spanish is not my first language. It's my second language. I grew up speaking English and Spanish at home with my grandparents and my parents. And I just kind of felt stuck at a point in my career a couple years ago. And I really didn't know what was going to happen. And I just felt like I needed to take a break. And I went to go shoot the Power Rangers movie. And that's kind of when this new wave of inspiration hit me. And it was a wave that inspired me to conquer one of my biggest fears, which was making Spanish music. I always loved it. I always loved singing it at home, but to pursue it in my career, I think maybe I watched the movie Selena too many times when her dad goes, "You're either too Mexican for the Americans or too American for the Mexicans. You can't be in the middle. It's exhausting." And I was just like, I am the middle. Like, what am I gonna do? And now, this upcoming year, for the first time in over 3 years, I'm gonna be releasing English music, and it feels so good to jump back into the English world with more of a sense of who I am and what I want to accomplish as an artist and what my message is as a young woman in the music industry and how I want to inspire people. And it just, now I see everything's happened for a reason. So I would say you can expect half and half, Spanish and English, but kind of both in their own lanes. Did you ever think Mayores was going to be as big as it is? Yes. I did. And I don't mean that in a cocky, like, oh my God, I knew it. Like I said, you can prepare for moments like this, but you're never ready. And I'm still like surprised and shocked at how quickly and just the big milestones that we're hitting with this song. But I did know it was a very special song. And I remember it from the moment I heard it. I was in my kitchen with my mom and my boyfriend. We were dancing around, and I was like, again. And we played the song like 6 times in a row. And I just remember like sitting down on my couch like, this is it. I really felt something with this song. And now to see it be played all over the world. I mean, fans are like sending videos, dancing to it in the club, and then you have parents sending me videos of their little babies dancing to it, and I'm just like, this is crazy. Everybody loves Mayores. It's awesome. Okay, next question. Will you be going on tour soon? I think I'm very focused right now on the recording process of the music, and making sure that now my English and Spanish music are kind of taking off at the same pace. So that's going to take a lot of time and effort, and it's a lot of responsibility to find that balance. So I think touring will come a little bit later this year, hopefully. But as you can hear in my voice, I'm not too sure. What is it like working with Bad Bunny? Bad Bunny, baby. That's my best Bad Bunny Benito impression. Working with Bad Bunny, I really didn't know what to expect when I met him, just because his music is just, it goes so hard. Like, it's so hood, and his flow, he's obviously so talented, and his voice is so deep when he's rapping. And then I met him, and he was such a sweetheart, and he's super humble, and like I said, like, extremely talented. But I think it really took me back at how just like chill he was. He was very chill. Do you have any dream collaborations? I have a couple. I think it really just depends, like if it's in English music or in Spanish music. In the Spanish world, because I'm a very proud Mexicana, obviously singing One Day with Vicente Fernandez is like, oh my God, like that is definitely like a dream of mine. And working with other like powerful Latinos in the music industry, like Shakira, would be really awesome. I'm trying to think. On the English side, Bruno Mars has always been somebody that I've wanted to work with for a very long time, just because I love his artistry, and I feel like not a lot of artists can like take you somewhere with their music. Like, I feel like I'm going to an era with him, from the way he dresses to the way he dances and his music. It's just like that old school vibe. It's like I'm watching my generation's version of James Brown, you know? It's awesome. Okay, we got a thumbs up here, which means we are done with these questions. Now we're going to go to the live questions, because I know there's a lot of beasters that are tuned in live with us. So I'm going to do a little swapsies here. Here we go. All right. Are there any new music videos in the work? Yes. So I just shot the Mad Love music video with Sean Paul here in LA, and it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be really hot. It's gonna be really exciting, because there's like a lot of different colors and like tropical vibes going. I mean, it's Sean Paul, you know, you gotta have the little island vibes. I love you from Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico in the house. Besitos, love you. What is your album about? My English album, I am already like throwing around a bunch of ideas, titles, and stuff just to kind of create this big umbrella that we can create under. But my Spanish album is just very empowering. A lot of the songs that we've created, I think, are kind of like what people are used to hearing men sing about, but from a woman's perspective. And I think that's going to throw a lot of people for a loop. As you can see, all the people call it controversy. I call it talk in the streets about Mayotas. Everybody's like, what did she say? And I love that because it got people to think a little bit harder. You know, if a man can do it, why can't a woman? So my album is definitely about that. Do you like performing on small or big stages? I like big stages because there's a lot more room to run around and a lot more space to just like play and have fun. Especially like my shows, usually my DJ and my dancers, and just to create the vibe and to make such a big place feel very intimate is very hard to do. But when you do it, you feel very accomplished. So that's kind of always like my challenge when I get on a big stage is like, how do I make these people connect with me? The people all the way far up at the top, you know, and the nosebleeds at the Staples Center. Like, let's make it happen. And it's always a very gratifying feeling when you get to do it. So I would say big stages, but small stages are cool too. Are you going to be doing music with Cardi B? I think I've shouted out Cardi B in just about every live I've ever done in my whole career just because I love Cardi B so much. So girl, here's another shout out. If you want to work, I'm in. Let's go. Yeah, no, Cardi B is awesome. I love her. Hola, Becky G. I love you. Send me a shout out. Antonio Sanchez. Besitos. Love you so much. Thank you for your support. Kisses from Baton Rouge, New Orleans. Nolans. I had a friend who was just in New Orleans. What's the next movie you'll be doing? I've been getting a lot of auditions. I went out for a lot of auditions and I got a lot of good feedback on some auditions. So I think I'm going to pause on the auditions just to see where this good news takes me. And I also, after Power Rangers, filmed another movie called Miles. That was really fun. It's like an action, independent style film. Don't have a release date just yet, but you guys will have it very soon. Oh, and another movie called No Malone. It's an animated film. You know, I gotta do stuff for the grown folks, but also for the little bebés too. Yeah. What do you need to become an artist like you? Ooh. That's a deep question. I usually have like answers for everything, but I feel like this is just I would say patience. Patience is very important. Patience with the industry is very important, and patience with yourself. I feel like I started out very different than who I am now, and that just comes with evolving as an artist and the amount of times I've said, oh, the album's coming soon, and then we scratch it completely. And now I'm kind of glad that that's been the case because I feel like now I'm really getting to the good stuff, and I'm actually listening to myself and my heart and what I think I should be doing as an artist rather than being, you know, influenced by what the industry says you need to be doing or what, you know, the mainstream media tells you that you should be doing or what the fans tell you should be doing. It really is about you as an artist. So if you can have enough patience to kind of discover that and take time to really like dive into that and get inspired by that, it takes a long time, but I promise you it's worth it. And also a lot of people say no. In this industry, a lot of people say no. But I promise you, when you get to that one yes, it's going to feel incredible. And just know there's still a lot of hard work after that, but you'll be on the right track. So let's see. Maria Hernandez. I remember when my daughter met you when you came to the Verizon Theater in Texas with J Balvin. J Balvin, man. It's been amazing seeing you grow in your music career since then. Heart. Thank you so much, Maria. That's amazing. Nice to speak to you again. And I hope your daughter's doing well. Now let's see. Tobias. Congrats on 1 billion views on Mayores. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Let's do a couple more.
Yeah, a couple more. Let's go. As you can see, I talk a lot. I was kind of nervous about like sitting here by myself. Usually, you know, you have like a host and then you answer the questions, they ask the questions, but I feel like I should have my own show, you know? Just the G Talk with your girl, Becky G. Do you want to go into clothing one day? having your own label of clothing. Yes, I've always talked about it. When I was younger, I used to have like the light up table boards where you can like sketch on top of it, and I used to like sketch out designs of what I wanted red carpet dresses to look like. And you know, I had this like whole teen in the city like fashion line idea, and it was kind of inspired by like Sarah Jessica Parker, you know, Sex in the City. Your fashion is a form of expression. And me, I'm a girl who grew up in Inglewood. I'm just as much feminine and girly as I am hood and street, and have this like tomboy essence to me of like rocking sneakers, but one day you might catch me in heels. And so my clothing line was very, very creative and kind of just out there. And I would love to revisit that one day. Let's see. Last one. What is the first step you should take when stepping into the music business? I think it depends. It depends, one, where you live. I hate to say it, but thank God for the internet. Like, my life changed with the internet, so I would say I would start there. I would start with posting covers and stuff. I mean, I know it kind of sounds normal now, but that's kind of how I got my golden ticket, I guess you can say. And I feel like there you can kind of just, find your way, and people can come across your videos that way. But I think the one thing I can say is if you're going to go into the music industry, you have to have something that is unique, and that is you being yourself. So I wouldn't suggest doing whatever's hot at the moment. I would say find what makes you special, and own that and rock that. And once you can do that, you know, other people will start catching on, and eventually one person, a very important person, will come along, and who knows, kind of just change your life just the way they did for me. So I think that would be my suggestion is, just try it out, see what happens. Okay, that is all my questions here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and for asking your questions. I love speaking to you guys. This is not the last, so I'm just going to say, see you guys later. Stay tuned for what's to come here on my Facebook for all new Becky G. Love you guys. Besitos. Bye.